The Pediatric T Wave. Gentlemen, the pediatric ECG is not difficult because it is complicated. It is difficult because the heart keeps changing its political opinions. In adults, the left ventricle runs the government, stable administration, predictable taxes, leftward axis. But newborns. Newborns are a right ventricular monarchy. The first days of life. In the first 2 to 3 days of life, upright T waves in V1 and V3R are perfectly normal. Of course they are normal. The right ventricle has just spent 9 months doing all the heavy lifting. Inside the uterus, the lungs are essentially an expensive decoration. The RV pumps against high pulmonary resistance through the ductus arteriosus, like a junior doctor pushing a hospital bed uphill. So naturally, the RV muscle is thick, electrically loud, confident, almost arrogant. Then everything changes. And then the baby takes the first breath, which is both beautiful and extremely inconvenient for fetal physiology. The lungs open, pulmonary resistance falls, the left ventricle suddenly discovers employment. The LV begins hypertrophying, systemic pressure rises, the political regime changes. Which means the T wave flips.
The famous pediatric T wave inversion.
In most infants, the T wave in V1 becomes inverted during the first week of life. Not pathology, not ischemia, not disaster. Simply the heart rewriting its autobiography. The dangerous mistake. Now here comes the trap. If a baby beyond the first week still has a positive T wave in V1 or V3R, the ECG is whispering, perhaps the RV is still under too much pressure. Which means think about RV hypertrophy, pulmonary hypertension, abnormal loading conditions. The pediatric ECG never screams. It leaves passive-aggressive hints. Childhood, the mysterious middle leads. In V2 and V3, T wave inversion may persist through early childhood. Again, normal. The heart matures gradually, like hospital administration paperwork. During adolescence, the T waves become upright in sequence, V3, then V2, then finally V1. Like lights turning on one corridor at a time.
Left-sided rule. But V5 and V6, those T waves should remain upright at all ages. If you see inversion there, the LV is unhappy. And when the LV is unhappy, everyone becomes unhappy. Final teaching point. The pediatric ECG is not a smaller adult ECG. It is a moving physiological story. A newborn heart, an infant heart, a teenage heart. These are different governments occupying the same building. And if you forget that, you will diagnose normal children with disease and dangerous disease as normal childhood. Cold again. Which, incidentally, is also the natural history of coffee during residency.